differentiated from obvious respiratory arrests such as choking or drowning, where assisted ventilations may be appropriate. So, and that goes into the pediatric as well.
Now, lay rescuers. For lay rescuers, we don't even give them that expectation or option. It's if there's no normal breathing,
And they
then they automatically do chest compressions.
Right.
It's across the board.
And I agree with that 100%. You know, don't worry about the different, you know, just do it. Do something.
If he looks dead, do CPR.
That's right. Do
So
something.
what does the science say about chest compressions, ventilation, and electricity? What are the two things American Heart hangs their hat on and says saves lives right now? Chest, high quality CPR
And early defibrillation.
and early defibrillation. So why do the guidelines not reflect that? That's my question.
Because they couldn't get a consensus. That's all I can figure out.
Because we don't sit on the board.
So why are a lot of people adopting CCR? Because CCR pretty much is chest compressions
And
and electricity.
And even in Wisconsin, CCR is an optional advanced skill even for first responders.
Yeah.
First responder unit.
But at least they
gets
put it.
CCR.
At least they put it in there now.
Yep.
So you can actually
in
do
the
it
scope
now.
of
It
practice.
wasn't in the scope of practice with the last scope. So it's in there now. What about advanced airways? Where does that fit in there?
Hey, stop. Hold on.
She escaped you there.
Hold on. So that's it. In our protocols from North Memorial, it's no advanced airway until after 4 minutes of CPR. So basically, 2 rounds of 2 minutes of CPR.
And why is that?
Well, like we talked about before, there's the thought is that the studies have shown that the blood has enough oxygen in it that it can support it. It just needs to be
So
circulated.
there's a difference in philosophy in CCR. When you first come up on your cardiac arrest patient, every patient is assumed to be in what, unless proven otherwise, for a rhythm? It's shockable. Every patient is assumed to be in a shockable rhythm until it's proven on the monitor when you stop to take that quick little look if you're in. So what happens then? After 2 minutes of chest compressions, what do?
Shock them.
You put a shock on the monitor, no matter what. The shock goes on the monitor. And when you coordinate it and then you stop CPR, the person running the monitor does what? They look, and they see if it's shockable or not. If it's shockable, they shock. If it's not, what do? You dump the shock and the person immediately is back on the chest.
They're saying there's 3 phases of a cardiac arrest. The first phase is the electrical phase, lasting approximately 5 minutes. So that's when they talk about early defibrillation. Excuse me, early defibrillation being within the first 6 minutes. The most important intervention during the first phase is defibrillation. Then after that is the circulatory phase, which varies in duration but runs approximately from minute 5 to minute 15 of VFib arrest. And then third is the metabolic phase, occurs late, sometimes after 15 minutes in cardiac arrest due to VFib. This is when resuscitative efforts are successful, are least successful, and is the phase for which new innovative concepts are needed.